Have you ever wondered if mutants truly exist among us? The term mutant often conjures up images of supernatural beings with extraordinary powers, thanks to popular culture. But when we peel back the layers of fiction, what are we left with? In scientific parlance, a mutant is essentially an organism that carries a change in its DNA. This change is known as a mutation, an alteration that may result in a variant form of life. It might sound like a plot straight out of a sci-fi movie, but could such beings exist in our world? As we delve into this fascinating topic, we'll explore everything from ancient myths and folklore to the latest cutting-edge genetic research. We'll meet individuals with unique genetic traits and consult experts to separate fact from fantasy. So let's embark on this journey to uncover the truth about mutants. Since ancient times, stories have hinted at beings with extraordinary abilities. From the Greek demigods who performed feats beyond mortal capability, to the Celtic heroes blessed with supernatural talents, our ancestors have long been fascinated by the idea of beings who break the natural mold. In East Asian folklore, we find tales of individuals who could command the elements, and indigenous North American legends speak of shapeshifters and individuals with unique animalistic traits. Myths from every corner of the globe depict these extraordinary beings, indicating a universal fascination with the concept of mutants. These age-old stories reflect humanity's endless curiosity about the limits of our own potential. Could we too possess hidden abilities waiting to be unlocked? These narratives have shaped our understanding of mutants, feeding into our collective imagination and fostering a sense of wonder about the potential for extraordinary genetic variations. Despite these tales, the question remains: do mutants exist in reality? While the thought of mutants with superpowers is thrilling, reality paints a different picture. You see, genetic variations are not just a part of comic book lore, but a common occurrence in nature. Every organism, including humans, undergoes genetic mutations. These are minor alterations in DNA that happen naturally as cells divide and replicate. Sometimes these mutations are neutral, causing no noticeable changes. In other instances, they may result in unique traits. For instance, differences in eye color, hair texture, and skin pigmentation all come down to genetic variations. In rare cases, these mutations can lead to extraordinary abilities. Take the case of individuals born with denser bones. While they don't have adamantium skeletons like Wolverine, their bones are less likely to fracture. However, these are not superpowers but rather results of the random and fascinating dance of genetics. While these genetic variations are fascinating, they are far from the superhuman abilities we see in movies. Opening. The X-Men franchise has significantly influenced our perception of mutants. From the early 60s, the X-Men comics, followed by the blockbuster movies, have painted a vivid picture of mutants as extraordinary beings with superhuman abilities. These characters, often ostracized for their differences, have captivated audiences worldwide, leading to a fascinating blend of fact and fiction in our collective consciousness. Characters like Wolverine with his rapid healing abilities or Professor X with his telepathic powers have set our imaginations on fire, leading us to wonder if such genetic marvels could exist in reality. However, it's essential to remember that these characters are born from the creative minds of writers and artists. The truth is, while genetic mutations do occur in nature, they don't result in the kind of dramatic powers we see in the X-Men. Genetic variations can lead to unique traits, but these are usually subtle and far less theatrical. Closing. As entertaining as these portrayals are, they are mostly a product of creative imagination. Despite the exaggerations of popular culture, science has made fascinating discoveries in the field of genetics. In the last few decades, genetic research has taken giant leaps forward, unearthing a myriad of mutations that contribute to the vast array of human abilities. From a simple color blindness to an extraordinary immunity to certain diseases, these genetic variations paint a picture of the incredible diversity within the human genome. Scientists have identified thousands of these mutations, each one a little piece of the puzzle that makes up the complex tapestry of human life. These mutations can result in a range of outcomes, some beneficial, some detrimental, and many that are simply neutral, adding a touch of uniqueness to each individual. While we may not have mutants with superpowers among us, the extraordinary diversity of the human genome continues to amaze us. Each new discovery, each new mutation, brings us one step closer to understanding the full potential of our genetic code.